Hey there, and congratulations on booking your call. That alone tells me that you're ready for something different than what you've already tried. And I'm super grateful to have you here. This video is just to give you an overview on who I am, what I stand for, and what my company stands for, and what is the program, what is the structure that we bring our clients through that gets them the amazing results that they've had. And so I'm super excited to dive in here and give you a little bit more clarity before our upcoming call, just so you kind of know what to expect. And so my journey here, talk a little bit about that. You know, this program exists for a reason. For years I was stuck in a cycle of pain and experimenting and, you know, trying so many different things. I'm the type of person that takes things to the extreme. So I was doing extreme dieting, extreme fasting. I would cut carbs. I've done all the diets. I've lost a bunch of weight and gained it all back. And I was in this constant cycle of losing weight and gaining it back and losing muscle. And, I just felt like crap. I was inflamed. You can see in all these photos, like, never really have been confident in myself until I figured out, I took some courses, like I really learned how to holistically lose weight, in a healthy way. And now I'm the healthiest I've ever been, and I'm teaching other people to do it. And it's absolutely amazing. And I'm so grateful for this. And I think what finally changed was just learning how to balance my hormones, learning how to balance my metabolism, and create a lifestyle that allowed me to lose weight, not go through a diet, right? What this is about is creating a holistic lifestyle change for you that lasts for the rest of your life. And I think that's really what makes this different too. And that's what I stand behind. And so, I think, this is a little bit about my journey. So I was here on the struggle bus and I went over, found some progress, went all the way back, came over here, went up, down, all around until I finally made it over here to paradise. And so that's my journey. That's what it feels like on paper. And this is what I want your journey to look like, right? So you're on the struggle bus now. You go right over to paradise. You get to skip over. Well, and you've probably felt like this in the past, right? This is probably what your journey has felt like. And so this is what I want it to feel like moving forwards. And that is my goal here. I'm really proud to say we've changed over 100 lives in the program. These are just some highlights. I think I'm grateful for the opportunity to have helped so many people, not just physically, right, but mentally and emotionally. And so, people like yourself come to me and they're mentally and emotionally exhausted, not just physically, right? They're inflamed, they're stressed out, and they're sick of these yo-yo diets and these extreme restrictive plans. And so, the biggest thing in common that you'll notice here is that these women did not do more. They actually did less, and they actually did what actually worked for their body instead of just pushing themselves. And I think it's so cool to see that. And so we can explain a little bit of these. Like, this was Marie. Marie came into the program feeling inflamed. She came feeling puffy, doing random workouts 5 days a week at the gym, constantly stressing out about what she's eating because she's constantly gaining weight. And within her first few months of the program, she was down over 20 pounds. She's eating her favorite foods without tracking. And she's working out only 3 times a week at homes with a few bands that I had her order on Amazon. And her biggest win is not just the weight loss, right? It's like how calm she felt, how confident she felt, and how free she felt in terms of being able to eat what she enjoys again and lose weight over time and not feel like she's, restricting herself and trying to eat certain things, right? And so super proud of her. I was very grateful to be able to work with her. This is Chrissy. Before coming in, she's eating between 1,200 and 1,500 calories per day. She's a busy mom with a full schedule, and she was feeling stuck and bloated and inflamed and tired. And we actually increased her food intake to actually over 2,000 calories by the end of it all. And she lost over 15 pounds. You can see her chart right here. And her biggest thing was that she wanted to enjoy drinks on the weekends. She didn't want to cut out alcohol all the way. And so, she was able to do that. She still enjoys her drinks on the weekends. She feels confident. And, it was amazing. Her results came from eating more, from learning to manage her stress better and find a plan that actually fits her life. And yeah, so the client journey here, this is just a rough overview. And most people come in, they feel burnt out, they feel stuck. Phase one, right? Stabilize. So stabilizing and balancing your cortisol, your energy, your stress, and your food confidence, and really finding that balance first before moving on. Then we start building. We build strength. We build your metabolism up. We build your consistency up, because things are going to happen in life and you got to work through them. And that program allows you to sustain that. And that's really what phase three is about, is sustaining real life travel. Things come up, holidays, having that longevity, and learning how to maintain those results through those things that are going to come up at some point. And everyone moves through this differently, right? But this is like the overall structure. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about my pillars and like what I stand for in my company. And so, rooted in nature means, harnessing the power of organic foods, herbal remedies, and sustainable practices to cleanse and heal the body, fostering long term health and long term wellness. And that's why I call them rooted in mystic, right? And so, mindful clarity, this focuses on developing mental and emotional resilience through mindful practices, mindfulness, meditation, stress reduction, and conscious living to create a very balanced and calm mind. This is where we address your stress, your overwhelm, breaking that all or nothing mindset that we all have so you can feel calmer, clearer, and more in control of your choices. Now, strength and motion, this pillar is about cultivating physical strength and endurance through a personalized fitness practice that supports your goals, right? And so movement should support you. It should not make you feel tired. And so what the coolest thing is we customize this. So whatever you enjoy, is it walking? Is it biking? Is it hiking? You're not going to the gym 5 days a week and working out. You're figuring out how to create a lifestyle that allows you to do that, right? And so this pillar ensures that training is intentional, effective, and aligned with your body and your lifestyle. Balanced living means finding the equilibrium by enhancing sleep quality, aligning with the natural cycles that you have, and creating a life of habits that restore you. And this is where health really starts to feel sustainable, right? Because your routine supports your recovery, supports your energy, and supports your weight loss. And that's so important here in this holistic approach. Now, empowered health is really about equipping yourself with the tools and knowledge to take control of health, to have confidence in understanding health at another level and making informed decisions for not only you, but your family, right? What I say is that women and moms should be and are the pillar of health for their family. It's who their family should look up to understand what is health, what is the truth behind health, right? And so that's what that is about. Those are the pillars that I stand for, and I hope you resonate with that. Now, the pillars of the actual program of the Cortisol Reset program is, nutrition, flexible nutrition, not restrictive, right? So, nutrition focuses on eating enough, balancing food, and removing restriction completely so fat loss actually can be sustainable in the long term. Training and movement focuses on working out, 3 to 4 times a week, like we said, reducing cardio, training smarter so you get results without burning yourself out. And lifestyle and accountability focuses on lowering stress, creating simple routines, and having support so you do not quit when life gets busy, because I guarantee you something will come up in your life, and it's a matter of working through that. And yeah. And so remember that this is not another one size fits all, right? This is a custom program that adapts to your life. It adapts to your schedule, your stress, and your individual history. There is no copy and paste approach, right? So this is customized to you. It adapts to you. And what our call is about, just so you have a little bit more information going into that, is I want to learn all about you and your history, and your history of dieting, with stress, with training. We're going to go through a cortisol assessment, so we figure out exactly what is causing the cortisol imbalance, if you have one, and how that's going to add into the program here. And we're going to figure out what's been working, what hasn't been working, where you need to start and focus right now, and give you a little bit of clarity in terms of where to begin and what that process looks like for you, and whether or not the program is a good fit for you. That's what this call is about. And I'm super, super excited to learn, more about you. Remember, this program is customized for you. And what you saw today is really a high level overview of my company and my beliefs. And I hope you resonate with me as a person. Super excited to talk more with you. Yeah, and just remember, if our call time doesn't work, just reach out and let me know, and we can find another time that works for you. Remember, there's no pressure, just super excited to learn more about you, and I'll see you on the call.